welcome back to part 2, everybody. Or welcome to part 2. If you haven't seen the first part of this late night build with me chit chat video, should be a title card up here somewhere, where you can click and go see part 1 if you want. It doesn't really matter. Part 2 and part 1 are independent of one another. Anyway, the point is, here we are back in part 2. Just get rid of my ugly face. Or at least make me smaller. So working on the backyard now. Part 1 was working on like kind of the front porch and exterior lighting kind of stuff. So there were a ton of bushes here, and I got rid of them because what I wanted to do was a kind of like a outdoor yoga wellness area. I was thinking maybe this could be like something that like Summer's really into, and like she teaches it or shows it to Travis and Liberty. It was kind of the thought process there. And then I do also want to just put a meditation cushion thing. I like the pillows, but I feel like they're like too small almost. But we'll put that there anyway. And then we need, I feel like it needs like some fountains or something. Something to give the Zen vibe, shall we say. Something small. Just kind of want to go into play mode. And because I'm trying my best to hide the sim makeovers from everybody right now, just gonna briefly play test something. And it does work. Okay, good. Okay. That's good then. Okay. All right. I added a washer and dryer to this build, and I forgot because she changed her outfit, and now there's laundry. There was laundry in the yard. Okay, there we go. And these just look like they're just like wells, like even in like play mode or live mode, they weren't really doing anything. So I'm just gonna add a couple little elements that I think are nice. It's not gonna look. It's funny. I'm not gonna do that, but that is funny. Oh, let's see, fountain decorations. Let's see what else we have. What can I do? Don't want them to be visible. I feel like that just really takes away. Okay, just want to put this in live mode real quick so I can see. Yeah, that works really nicely. I can be happy with that. Yeah, that looks really nice. Perfect. And where's that little rock? Honestly, I feel like this is like the cutest little thing that they could have ever given us is just this little what's it called? The rock and roll outdoor speaker. I just think it's the cutest thing ever and it blends in really, really well with with historic builds, with garden areas, that kind of thing. And I think it's so adorable. It's one of my favorites to use right now. It came in the I think it's called Tea Time Solarium. Is it? Yeah, the Tea Time Solarium kit. So I don't know if you can buy that one a la carte or if you can, or if you had to have pre-ordered Royalty and Legacy for that. So, um, but yeah, that's where it came from. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with the little yoga area over there. Um, Telescope here. Okay, right. So then here I was gonna kind of upgrade the outside. Some better stuff. It does appear that I'm rather heavily leaning on the Desert Lux stuff right now, but it's good stuff. What can I say? Something that I want to do too, though, is put a sink out here. Let's see, how does that look? I want to try to like achieve kind of like a outdoor kitchen space kind of area thing here. So I do want to just add. Mm, yeah, we'll put the grilling stuff there. Okay. Now, is there a better way to blend this in with those things? Huh, there we go. It's almost the same color. You can definitely tell this is the outdoor kitchen piece, but it's more together than it was before, so I'm satisfied with that. And let's see. I'm really just changing stuff out for stuff that I like better. Um, for the outside at least. Uh, all right, what am I doing? There we go. Okay. That's better. Now I wanted backyard stuff. I want to show all. Okay. I do want to add as many like flowers and potted plants and stuff to this place because the house is called Garden Essence. So, I mean, if you're not adding flowers, what are you doing? This cute little birdhouse thing, where should we put it? Yeah, there's nice. And I'm just noticing that I still have some of those little stick lanterns in the garden area here. So let's get rid of those. Replace them with those cute butterflies. Honestly, I'd say like the backyard stuff pack has a lot of like really good decor for whimsical and fun. I had to take a quick break. Um, right. So yeah, what I'm wanting to really emphasize with this build is like the whole garden essence name of the place, you know. So but yeah, the like I was saying before, the backyard stuff kit is definitely a worthwhile buy. Just trying to decide what kind of one we want out here. Kind of like that one. Um, and yeah. So I'm going to take this. Put another one over there. Okay, backyard stuff. I don't know what that random chair is for. Just looks kind of dumb to me. Okay. I'm gonna replace this light here with some wind chimes, I think. It's pretty. Okay, so then over here, I wanted to do just kind of like a seating. Kind of conversation area. I don't want to get like too matchy-matchy with it though. I feel like same pattern but different color is gonna look best. So we'll do like that and then put a third bench kind of there. Maybe 4. Move the rug over. There we go. And sort of one bench on each corner. There we go. And put a summer drink tray out. Can't have a backyard without the citronella candle. Frickin' mosquitoes. It's awful. Okay. That's looking good there. Yeah, I like how that's turning out. Okay, then I'm gonna take this. Seating for 5 on that table. I don't want anybody getting dumped in the pool by accident. I think we'll throw this little bird feeder in here too. That's nice. Actually, maybe we'll put it just kind of over here. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna do an outdoor dining table, but I don't think I will. I think we'll just leave it for the interior space there. Um, no, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. There we go. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Good, good. Put this stuff right there, the condiments and everything for barbecued food. Okay. Now, I don't really like the outdoor lights that are on the side of the house right now. So let's see what we can do about that. Yeah, we'll use those ones. Maybe just pull them up the wall a little ways. I'm gonna put the citronella candles are like surprisingly bright. It's kind of weird. But we'll put another one there. And let's maybe change the colors. Put a couple there. That's nice. All right. Maybe stick one of these over here. Couple of them. There we go. All right. That looks good. And let's see. Oh, pardon me. That's not going to be its final spot, but I'm going to just put it there for now. Um, mm, No, I don't think we like that. I'm still trying to keep this like with like a modern upscale twist that like really well encompasses the three of them personality wise. That's something that needs to be part of something. Let's see. I'm probably not going to have too much choice in how much custom content I use when it comes to um, the bedrooms, because I do kind of have it in my head that like with Liberty being a bookworm slash geek, that and like with the way that I've redesigned her character to look, I'm I'm really wanting to lean more heavily into like dark academia with her. So I will probably be using quite a bit of custom content when it comes down to that. But in the meantime, probably would help if the knives were accessible. I got like a whole bunch of new CC the other day, and I still haven't like really had a chance to look at any of it. um, well, that's kind of cool. I don't want to overload the counters out here, mainly because if I do that, um, the Sims won't be able to like utilize the outdoor kitchen as it's intended. So I don't want to like over clutter out here, if that makes sense. We're just gonna put some extra logs over here. You would want that for a fire pit. And actually, like, thank you to Storm Designs for teaching me how to do this, like, inlaid fire pit sitting area in the pool. I've been, like, dying to try this out, and I finally learned how, thanks to her. So, thank you, Storm Designs. I appreciate you. I just want to have a bird bath right there. My dad has one. He loves watching it. He likes watching the birds out his office window. It's kind of nice. Makes me mad though because like I can only ever find this when I'm not like actively looking for it, which is annoying. It is actually kind of starting to get gruesomely late for me, so I might end up cutting the video short here before I end up falling asleep at the Switch and you guys are watching me snore. I usually only build late at night because that's really the only time I actually have time to build. But yeah, sorry about all the yawning. I wonder, does this fit on here? No, it doesn't. That's a shame because I really love that thing. Okay, so I think I'm pretty happy with how it's going. Let's get this last little area over here, the tanning chairs and the chess table. Let's see. I really do like this one from the Wonderland pack. I think it's really cute. And it kind of goes with the motif I've got going on out here, so that's also helpful. Right, that was the other thing that I wanted to put out here was a bar. So, because Summer's job is as a caterer. So I wanted to put that. I originally had intended this seating area to be a swim up bar, but I couldn't get it to work for that. So maybe what I will do is find a new home for this. Maybe there. And put a bar here. Here, let's see. I just had this little one from the desert thingy. Doesn't really fit there, does it? I don't want to take this out. I love it so much. Um, hmm. Okay. There we go. I can get rid of these other ones. That's a really ugly couch, so we're getting rid of it. And then I guess we'll put this back where it was. Okay, now I need to find did those work? Not really. Those do. Those work a lot better. Okay, so there's the chess table. So maybe I just find um I'm kind of a freak about I don't like too much blank space. And I'm personally not really a big fan of negative space in my builds. It works for some people, but really not me. Don't know what that's about, but I'm really not a fan of negative space. I also just feel like unless it's like something like this where it's like pool chairs and stuff where you're gonna ruin a rug with wet feet or whatever, there should be a rug under furniture. I don't know why I feel that way because honestly, I have no rugs in my personal possession anymore. I used to, but now I don't. Okay. Last little area here. Let's find some appropriate lounge chairs. These are kind of fun, actually. These ones from, I think it's Gabriella Sims. Yeah, GM Gabriella Sims. Um, yeah, actually, I think I might just use these. They fit really well, kind of with the general vibe of this area that I'm going for, so. And also, like, did y'all see the benefits on that? I can't pass that up now. All right. And then I need accent tables. Do I want the accent tables or do I want... No, you know what I want? I want one, I want two. And then I want an actual... Reminding myself that, you know, some realism is probably better than none. In that you probably have soap and a dish towel near the sink for, you know, stuff. There you go. What I actually think I'm going to do... I know what I said about rugs in wet areas, but I just had this idea. And I want to try and see how it fares. I want to put something like really nice and big right here. Looking for this one. Aha, there it is. I love the skyscraper bouquet. It is one of my favorite things from my wedding stories pack. I know that a lot of people complain that that particular pack is broken, and for some gameplay, I imagine that it is. But honestly, even just for the building material, I would buy the pack anyway. Even if you weren't going to use it gameplay wise, I would still definitely buy the pack. Okay, I think that's our exterior finished, everybody. So thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things down here, and I will see you guys with the final project, including the Sims makeovers before and afters, and before and afters of the Garden Essence house. See you later.